My wife said, "You'll never find someone better." So I let her watch me do it. We had been married for 6 years, and I thought I was lucky to have her. I spent 3 hours getting ready for her company party, got a haircut, even bought that expensive cologne she mentioned once. When she walked downstairs with her sister and best friend, she took one look at me, shook her head, and said loud enough for everyone to hear, "You'll never find someone better. You're not exactly a catch." Then she turned to her friends. "This is exactly what I was telling you about. He thinks he's some prize constantly." The room went dead silent. Her sister looked uncomfortable. Her best friend stared at the floor. I stood there fixing my tie, watching my wife destroy my confidence with one sentence. I loosened the tie, looked her straight in the eye, and said, "You know what? Let's find out." She expected me to apologize, to back down. Instead, I started taking off my wedding ring. "What are you doing?" she asked, losing that smug confidence. "Testing," I replied, pocketing the ring. "You say I'll never find better, so I'm going to see if that's true." I called an Uber and headed to the hotel bar downtown. "We can find out together what my actual value is. Interested or not?" That night, she tried damage control, talking about bad jokes, poor timing, but something had shifted in me. "I heard you perfectly," I told her. "Message received. I'm apparently not a catch. No reason to stay off the market." She laughed nervously. "Maybe we both need to be more realistic about what we bring to this marriage." Those words would destroy her. The next morning, I didn't come home until noon like I had every weekend for 6 years. When she asked where I had been, I was getting ready for lunch. "Had coffee with someone," I said without explaining. I saw our marriage clearly for the first time. I was the one making excuses for her rudeness. I was the one accepting her criticism. I was the one believing I wasn't worth better. When I started dating openly, I started with everything she had forbidden. Flirting with waitresses, giving other women my number, accepting invitations she always made me decline. By day 10, the panic showed. "Are you going to explain where you were last night?" she said, clearly desperate. "Do you want to know?" "Well, yes," she said, waiting for details that never came. "I was busy." I went back to my phone. She stood there for a full minute, waiting for me to say more. When it became clear I wasn't sharing that information anymore, she left without another word. 3 weeks in, she was losing her mind. She mentioned attractive female coworkers, talked about her ex wanting her back, brought up how devoted other husbands were. Each comment was fishing for possession. Any sign I still claimed her. My response was always, "That sounds nice." Then I would return to getting ready for another date. I had started working out, buying new clothes, learning confidence, things she always said were pointless for someone like me. 1 month in, she exploded. She was waiting at the kitchen table when I got home. Makeup smeared everywhere. "We need to talk. You're cheating because your ego got bruised." "My ego got bruised," I repeated. "You told our friends I'd never find better, called me worthless in public, and now that I'm proving you wrong, I'm being vindictive." The truth came out. She felt threatened by me improving. She wanted me to stay grateful, to worship her while believing I had no options. She wanted emotional control without competition. "When's the last time you made me feel attractive?" I asked. "When's the last time you acted like you wanted me around?" Silence. We both knew it was never. "You felt threatened by me improving. I felt free by proving you wrong. Marriage without respect is just shared bills. You wanted to feel better than me without making me feel wanted in return." I gave her an ultimatum. 1 month to treat me like someone worth keeping the same way I had spent 6 years believing I wasn't. She tried for 3 weeks. Compliments in the morning, favorite dinners, asking about my plans. But these were deals, not love. She was trying to control my new behavior. Fear of losing someone isn't the same as wanting to keep someone. I told her the final straw came when she tried messing up my gym routine. Same criticism, quiet comments, same guilt. "If I stopped dating other people, would you go back to calling me worthless?" I asked. She waited just long enough to give me my answer. The next morning, separation papers were on the kitchen table. "What's the point of marriage without loyalty?" she asked during our final talk. "What's the point of loyalty without respect?" The man who used to beg for approval was gone.